Well, next to an intriguing tie at Ibrox, where Rangers, rampant in the Championship, took on a Kilmarnock side plodding along in the Premiership. To add even more intrigue, the man at the helm for Kilmarnock today was the former Rangers stalwart Lee McCulloch, in caretaker charge after Gary Locke's resignation last weekend. Commentary on this one comes from Paul Mitchell.
Three top-flight clubs have already gone out of this season's Scottish Cup. 2 all-Premiership ties in the 5th round ensures that total will rise to a minimum of 5. Kilmarnock will hope not to be added to that list, but it's a daunting prospect for a side under new management. It's the same again for Mark Warburton and Rangers, an unchanged 11 from the team who won midweek against Raith Rovers. Kenny Miller makes his 600th senior appearance in British football. Lee McCulloch's first Kilmarnock side has 5 changes to the starting 11 from the match against Hamilton, including 3 of 4 at the back. Stephen Smith and Stuart Findlay return. Tope Obadeyi, a sub the last 3, will start, and there's debuts for new signings Lee Hodson and Gary Dicker. What a place for your very first match as a manager. Referee Bobby Madden has used his red card 4 times in his last 4 games. He'd like a quieter afternoon today. Josh Magennis trying to get involved early. Well, that's a nice touch from the Rangers fans, acknowledging a man they consider to be one of their own. So far, he's done almost everything that's been asked of him as Rangers manager. McKenzie. Play away is Kiltie. Needs some help. Gets it from the fullback Hodson to the middle. It goes to the header from Josh Magennis. And that's a great chance for Killie's top goal scorer. Lovely ball inside, worked the 1-2. Kiltie's cross was inviting. You've got to say Josh Magennis did everything right. Angled the header away from Fotheringham. Agonisingly the wrong side of the post. Kenny Miller has Mackay outside him. Hodson faces him up. Little slip ball into Lee Wallace. Tries to beat a former teammate in the shape of Jamie MacDonald. Well, again, it's good play from Rangers. Mackay just slipped it in, Wallace quickly into his stride. That's well picked up by Kiltie onto Magennis. Wilson with a touch. Tavernier rattles it off the post. Well, he made something out of nothing there. Came into his feet, he turned so quickly. And Jamie MacDonald was beaten. James Tavernier just took that in so quickly, got the touch. It's a great hit, and that was nearly the opening goal. Good effort. So Balatoni almost inevitably onto Mackay. Mackay against Hodson. Hodson trying to stick close. Mackay looking to skip free. McKenzie clears. Magennis. This breaks back off Kiltie. Magennis. Obadeyi wide one side. Kiltie the other. Obadeyi. Smith on the overlap. He'll go himself and he'll shoot as well. Frizzell gets it away. Smith is onside. Lashes it across. And then the flag goes up. And Obadeyi, when he picked this ball out wide, Smith's run was all but a dummy run, and then he was given offside. The Rangers thought about a penalty here, certainly a claim, very little in that. Billy King and Michael Halloran looking on, both cup tied, unable to take part today. Lee Hodson with a free kick. Magennis is the target, come out to Obadeyi. Obadeyi holds up Craig Slater on the overlap. Slater away from Tavernier, and Kiernan goes for the shot, hits the goalkeeper. Well, Rory McKenzie was calling for it inside. Craig Slater was put through by Obadeyi, decided to go himself. He rattled it in. Got the shot away well as Kiernan went past. Not sure Fordingham knew much about it. Oh, he certainly didn't. You always forget Rangers are a championship side. They'll be up against the team from the Premiership in Kilmarnock, just a little bit quicker than they've seen most of the season. As Halliday works his way free, and Jimmy MacDonald makes the stop. Good strike, excellent goalkeeping. Oh, Jimmy MacDonald, excellent goalkeeping, watched it all the way, knew that was sneaking in. That's a great one-handed stop from MacDonald. Never kept a clean sheet against Rangers. That will go a long way towards one today. He scored his first Scottish Cup goal for Rangers in the last round. Short pass on to Jason Holt. To Mackay. Halliday had made the run into the box, but Findlay had read it. Down the middle, breaks back to Forrester. Forrester with a chance! Well, he had a man outside him, and Harry Forrester off the bench for the 5th time in his Rangers career. Real good opportunity this. Steadied himself, thought about the pass, just dragged it too far. He'll be happy with his involvement, but not with the finish. Wycorn tries the little offload. It was well read by Balatoni. Slater loses out. And when you lose out like that, you can lash out. And Hope taken down. Just wanted to try and get it away, and then just went through the back of Jason Holt. Tavernier sending a word, seeing how he's going to deliver it. Rangers make the run into the middle, and it's just guided wide. Andrew Halliday was the closest. Well, he fairly fizzed that one in. Halliday almost fell at his feet. His momentum, if he got a touch, it was in. Just couldn't reach it. It's a terrific free kick in. Goalkeepers hate that. Findlay missed it. To Kilmarnock's relief, so did everybody else. Peter Lovenkrantz, working for Rangers Television. He's quite liked around these parts. Forrester. Hooked up, Wilson made the run! Off the crossbar! Back onto Wycorn! Side net! Danny Wilson made his run. Got the header up, glanced the bar, and then Wycorn couldn't put it on target. Rangers continuing to threaten, and Danny Wilson comes close. Isn't the cleanest of connections, doesn't have to be. On to Mackay. Brilliant ball into the middle, Wycorn! There's not another player on the pitch Rangers would rather have that ball fall to than their top goal scorer, Martin Wycorn. Mackay, delightful. Wycorn, just off the foot. His left boot didn't control as he'd hoped. It could have been 1-0. Tavernier. And the boot was slightly high from Higginbotham. The yellow card. In fact, it's a red card. Well, he was battling for it, the substitute. The boot was up, and Callum Higginbotham is off. Under 2 minutes to play. He came across. Well, it was high, and the referee decided that the Kung Fu style endangered the player. And for violent conduct, Callum Higginbotham is sent off. A moment of controversy at Ibrox. Rangers in the final few seconds of normal time. Mackay sends it in, comes back towards ball. Tavernier's made the turn, knocked away by Findlay. Wycorn deflected. Well, Josh Magennis here has been involved at the other end, trying to make something happen. And this time he makes the block from the shot from Wycorn. You might think it's not his day. Tavernier up against Smith. Smith has to be careful, he's been yellow carded. Tavernier's shown too much of it. And Kiltie knocks it away as the full-time whistle goes. And Lee McCulloch, on his managerial debut, gets a draw at his former club. Rangers had the better of the possession, the better chances, and Kilmarnock and Rangers will do it all over again at Rugby Park. It's finished at Ibrox. Rangers 0, Kilmarnock 0.
And due to an ongoing situation between BBC Scotland and Rangers, we have no interviews from Ibrox. First time this season that Rangers have failed to score, Pat. And how much credit do Killie deserve for that?
Well, part of the chances that Rangers missed, they made quite a few, but no doubt Kilmarnock had to defend well. And they did stoically. I mean, the blocks that they had, the last-minute blocks, were the things that stuck out with me. I mean, getting themselves in a good position, that's a decent block there. You know, these are all going towards goal. And it's all over the park. I mean, it's right, it's left, it's central. They're getting some decent shots in, Rangers. But Killie players, they've got a real spirit about them for this game. Now, don't get it wrong, the better team on the day were Rangers by a distance. But when they had to go and defend desperately, they did so. And I was really impressed with all the way through the team. It didn't really seem to matter who it was. In this case, it's Magennis. And, you know, they lose the game if he's not back there working his socks off, trying to do it for the team. So Lee McCulloch's managed to get, you know, a clean sheet against Rangers.
Sure.
It's tough to do that against Rangers, as we know this season. First time it's happened. But the attitude from those defenders and from the whole team was very, very good. But take away nothing for the fact Rangers were the better side. And I'll tell you what, Kilmarnock are very lucky to be still in this competition.
Absolutely, and that's the case for the defence, for the Kilmarnock defence, of course. But are you surprised, Terry, that Rangers didn't find a way through in this match?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, dominated the second half in particular. There's Tavernier getting a good shot in there. A little slight bobble up there, but he scored a few goals this season as well, and he's there going forward. But this Halliday, this is one of the best shots for me. And a great save, Jamie MacDonald, really low down to his right-hand side. That's going in, as we can see from behind the goal. Good bit of bend on it, going inside the post, and that's a wonderful save. And you know, they had a lot of corners, Rangers, and he sort of thought they've only got 3 men in the box, but they only needed one there. That was Danny Wilson, and then it's I think Waghorn slices it or slashes it into the side netting. But you know, they had chances, and this is possibly the best opportunity. And it's a great ball by Mackay to the far post. There's Waghorn. It's more like Foghorn Leghorn with that touch, because it just goes wide. So he ruled that chance. I think he was thinking about the shot before the ball came to him, and you know, before he got control of it. But what a chance!
Now, I thought it was a red card all day long, Terry, but you're not so sure. In fact, you told me that you would probably appeal it if you were a manager.
Oh, I'd love to appeal. I'd love to go down to the SFA. I had some great meetings with them, and whether I believed it was a red card or not, I just used to love going down. But I'm not too sure if that was. I think Higginbotham thinks that Tavernier is going to come in with his foot, and he tries to play the ball with his thigh as the Rangers play. And look, I think Bobby Madden's had a bit of snuff there, or something else that just clouded his judgment there when he pulls out a red card. I think he went for the yellow card, and all of a sudden that comes out.
Pat, what was your view?
My view was I was wrong. First time I seen it, I thought that's actually really harsh. Then I watched it a few times and thought, referee, you're right, that's a red card for me all day long. Every league in the world, you get a red card for that. I don't think he meant it.
Not in my league. Not in my league.
Yeah, I'm playing against you, and you're like, I remember what it was like.
Oh, not in my league.
But to be fair, you know, I don't think it's malicious. But your feet up like that, stamping down with studs, the referee's within his rights to produce the red.
Is this an extra game both sides could do without?
Yeah, I think it probably helps Hibs from a Rangers point of view, but Kilmarnock, you know, the chance to get Rangers back to their patch and, you know, have a go. I mean, Kilmarnock have kept 2 clean sheets in Glasgow, one at Celtic Park early in the season, now one at Ibrox, so they'll feel pretty confident that they can turn them over, and why not? As we say, anything can happen when it comes to the cup matches.